Hi, my name is Lexi Herskowitz, and this is Ezoic Academy. So today we're going to go take a look at the page details report in Big Data Analytics. So first things first, you want to log into your Ezoic account. Then go to the top, you'll see Analytics here. This will take you to Big Data Analytics. So here you can see a bunch of different reports, but the one that we want to focus on is page details. So we're going to go to Content, open it up, and then scroll down, we see page details here. So the purpose of this report is to see the word count on the different pages on your site. So you can, as normal, adjust the dates here. If you want to go back to the beginning of December, go further back. You can also compare to different dates. So we're going to set for the month of December. And then whenever you adjust the dates or the segmentation, you always need to click Run Report again. Okay, so here we can see that the majority of page views are on this 500 to 750 word count. We can also pull over the page RPM. So we're going to actually drag this over here so we can view. So the page RPM for the 500 to 750 word count is actually $19.38. Going down from there, if we want to see what actually has the highest page RPM, we're going to see the 1,000 to 2,500 word count pages actually have a higher RPM than the 500 to 750 word, which is the majority of pages on the site. This is a really useful tool if you want to see the user experience metrics on different word counts of pages as well as the monetization. So we can see revenue here, exit percentage, things like that. If you're really focused on user experience metrics, we can see bounce rate, page engagement rate, average page engage time. So these are really useful metrics. We can also add a column if you want to add anything else, percentage of new visits, engaged page views, navigation bounces, or we can add visits, which is sessions as it's also known as. And now here we have our new column of visits. So you can always drag this over if this is more important to you. Drag it over to the front. So here we can also see word count by visit. Another cool feature of Big Data Analytics for this report specifically, but also most other reports on here, is you can add user segmentation. So for example, if you want to see the word count user experience metrics by device, we can add desktop traffic, mobile traffic, and tablet traffic. And here, since I want to segment it, I'm actually going to remove all users. So we're going to close that out and run a new report. Great, so here now we have it segmented by device type, and you can see the page RPM, you can see the visits, things like that, and then it'll break it down into the actual word count. So we have the 500 to 750, that seems to be the most frequently used word count on this website, and then going down, you can also compare the page RPM. So again, it looks like desktop traffic is a little higher for page RPM on most of these. Another really interesting fact here, you can see, okay, desktop, they seem to have a significantly higher average page engage time than mobile, which is 12 seconds versus a minute and 6 seconds. So going down, this is all really helpful information, especially if you're wondering what type of new content you want to create. Do you want them to be longer articles, shorter articles, things like that. We can also go to page length here, and this is recorded in pixels. So for anyone wanting to find engagement metrics or revenue metrics on page length, this is really useful as well. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to go back to word count, and let's switch the traffic back to all users. I'm going to close that. I'm going to remove these ones, just so that the graph is a little easier for you to read. Okay, so now we're back to the original graph view. It's just the word counts, and it's basing it off of page views. So another thing we can do here that's really useful is if you want to check it based on revenue, we can set up the graph to do by revenue. So you can see the 500 to 750 word count is getting the most revenue. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the highest page RPM, as we can see over here in the column, but it is the most revenue since it's getting the most page views and sessions. We can also break the graph down to visits, And again, you'll see it reported by visits now. So really useful stuff. Definitely take a look at the page details section in Big Data Analytics.